still Constituency Connect on Pan-African Television, and my name is Ivy Abnadidi Nakite. We come to you each and every Tuesday from 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. and currently we are live at our Kwame Nkrumah studio at Abelempe, number 48 Swanika Street. We are live on Facebook. I can see people join us via Facebook, and I'm so excited about that. And I see all those comments coming or tripping in. I'll find time and do justice to that. The Member of Parliament for Takwa Nswayem currently is Honorable Mekuduke, and he doubles as the Deputy Minister for Lands and Natural Mineral Resources. And so, the NDC parliamentary candidate, personally, we had a one-on-one conversation with him. We'll be bringing you up to speed with whatever that transpired between Constituency Connect team and the NDC's parliamentary candidate for the Takwa Nswayem constituency come December 2024 general elections, Honorable Issa Salifu Taylor. Now, Takwa Nswayem constituency, before I went for that quick commercial break, I told you about the nature of their roads. Now, this is a constituency that can boast immensely with regards to farming and mining. But I'm so surprised that it doesn't reflect on their roads, or when it comes to developmental projects, it has nothing to do with the fact that they can boast immensely when it comes to gold mining and farming. This is a constituency that, when it comes to the developmental projects in this constituency or in this country, should I say that it's sad, because it looks as though constituents of Takwa Nswayem have been neglected. I personally had a one-on-one with some of the constituents, and they told us, or they spoke to us about the nature of their roads. People are farmers, and so when the cocoa produce or products are ready, or the cocoa beans where they farm them, they are unable to convey them to their nearby cities to sell. Yes, all because no driver or no truck would want to risk it to go that deep, especially for the fact that their roads are very, very terrible. If there's a word like that, very, very terrible. And this is a worrying situation that Takwa Nswayem constituencies are calling on the government or their member of parliament to help do something about this worrying situation. This is a very worrying situation, and how come that as a constituency that can boast immensely when it comes to mining and farming, it has not been harnessed in transforming the fortunes of a constituency, as in their roads are very bad. This is a worrying situation. Personally, when it comes to poor road network, it is something that I love to talk about, because in this country, 70% of our roads are in deplorable state, and we do know that most road accidents are caused by poor road network. Sometimes the driver would intend swerving a pothole and then ends up knocking a pedestrian or falling into a pitch or whatever. And so road network in this country should be attended to as soon as possible. This is a worrying situation. Takwa Nswayem constituency, when it comes to poor road network, is sad. Now we'll be going to the constituency. We had a conversation with some constituents, and this is the segment that I love the most, because this is where you get to hear from the constituents themselves, not me. They will tell us how the nature of their roads is affecting their day-to-day activities. Constituents on the mic. Let's go to Takwa Nswayem, and when we are back, I'll still do justice to your questions and your comments. And don't forget that we'll be opening the phone lines and will be displayed on your television screen. This is Constituency Connect. Let's go and have a look at constituents on the mic.
It will be 1 out of 10. It has taken the NDC parliamentary candidate, hopeful, Honorable Issa Salifu Taylor, to aid us this morning, as you have seen. Very excited to see this to be. It does not have the mandate, but Duka is clothed with all the powers, doubles as a deputy minister in charge of mines, And he has all the powers to do all this. But you can see things for yourself. It has taken someone who is in opposition. He's not yet in office. His own finances, his own resources, and he's doing this for us. We've suffered, Ankasa. You see this road. Imagine there is an emergency. How can we be rescued? The women, our pregnant women, they've suffered. So we are blessed to have Sheikh Issa Salifutila to do this gesture for us.
Yeah, papa, or candidate for NDC, Honorable Issa Salifutila, and I am Yadum way the major media to Nakumas Dobe. We will be said that hire him for a higher Yana current MP, our Deputy Minister of Mines and Natural Lands and Natural Resources. We be DMP for 8 years. But the more for hire, Nifi, Ewa Hayae. Banaki Susudi Yana Yeti, the major minion on Cobedene, Obeye. But I did she bread, ma mobile bone was there crying, and yet cast it to me, Fado. 1 hour cast our father now to me for the Moquinso, or because they're crying yet. Yen will be able to the channel. Papa, the machine, Bessia, Ocha, the Moquin, Rahan or Tio, or the estate. Ya Penway was start with estate, while consulta electoral area. Wabaha, and the baby card can Akasanin, and Pinakatana Quine of Fado Benefi, and the baby caro. It's industrial war and Pinakasanechi, ni Abraham. It's Papa Nejumana Wayano, yen tam so for the also in Noa, the Enuso, dear Papano, Waye, or de Mayano. A year plus a in the day, a we are some penny say, the Opadia Cocotocono, one bonabro. And to say dependent to know the Madidia Bois, I didn't yes yet to a young Buana Nipanenco. Sabi, Papa Wamayatias day, and yet over politics and other politics in no, I do I then, oh ye. Estate near I do a fatuna comaso, but a man no could do talk ready 4 years in it. Or bear nor should do a quana, no, a does not sweet the Juma or the Babua. But as some more come out, yen being yet see in the day, ye be beyond the pen a door ye, a door or stand or the quitchy. It with the estate, from out to estate, make them an okwa in and out, ye for color, Boboca bed, 10 city. Why you holding now, Basil Kunsuta, electoral area, or some debatamso, or fear you could do the selling. You must not be natching. What promise me at radio today, all the various communities are quaniano, or be credia main. And then Yamaya Domnas or be MPA, or some such share, but who could do so, that's how the papabu, Papa Buen, the quania baby you could out. It's Yabatu Abediam, yes, I share what I could say me day. Abatu Owunsun Sando. At Wabamubi, no one put to Papa Blower. My wife in the partner, their pet. At this son, Mosano, not to Mubia. Why ready to Babua?
Mr. Francis Benevolent Aban. Takwaha na Yatna Yachade Ye Ejuma Ahrosu Bebre. Na a how or how Takwa the Bebre, ma Odikan, Sir Ephraim Refuge Site. And a baby, Yedi in Rugua, assembling Casa. Ebabana, Yedin Rande Gumam Wayama, a fra Obian fa. Inti Ebacohono, no Suso Ato Gudo, Nafi and Tontom, ye pusu assemble on Casayano. Yabasre, the Ejumano, Yadama under 1 year, so one sum Taquamana, one country and one sumian. Now for your baby, I had an advent buffer. Say if you also are, Ebayan Quan Nada. On there, a Quanu Inyansi. Drivers, they be one car says, what they call for maintenance. Ekobogo so taxis will go, trot drivers are one car say, in a private cars are was say no, Nini nature there, Takwa or minor attitude or pansap. Into your best, that's what we say here now. And one worker so queen me would say here now, we'll make sure there. Kwana on your nafi cars no says no, over here now, why amahan. No more to cry no. Ekuyen school sa menyon ka say you schools bi ha MPY na adwon tuni na nsi hoda kwa klika onko ho ekobi poichi also onko ho dem krofo no so wato aba man dis nti onfam puntu enko ye be se won there ye yina ye Ghana fo ye to aba ma hwan mo so fatan won ye ma hen ne enso ye wonto ye watakwa na ye rebre
or from Imran na me constituent e watakwa nso ayem hade na about 2 year ye rekomi o 7 December 2024 I believe there onye about NDC and also the MPP or about Mpuntu for Takwaman. It is a Mpuntu ya de Amatakwaman there or the Yeshwe Obia or the Mpuntu or the Brain. na yɛhwɛ hɛne papa GM ne policy a order about 24-hour economy a mapɛ dɛ ma point out baby a you feel there over benefit more or taxi drivers and work and the mechanics, because I'm a taxi driver na say me juma during the day na say me car ho touch ma because of the 24-hour economy na workshop menya mechanic during the night na wa fix my car ntino metim de kosi we nufa ade chia meko no na wa fix my car wada ama me da ko ejuma. I don't have to forfeit a certain day ejuma the meden me de car fix ejuma nti some of the benefits are 24-hour economy in other brain and as mabun ade ohien ono ejuma sem dodo na ebehwe no ebeko areas bi na mbabu na agboano what honum opportunities bia ni hodem hon police opportunity baba na ho na obebesi won sem no wada akama ebinum e obebi na ahia na ye wo krom hade yeto aba anko de MP ni bibi ba o de ye benefit na as constituent ye ndi ho mfa so na Sheikh Isa Salifu ye bi ye nim no on a personal level oye ndwuma wa ye mboa aya amankofo nti na ye kota na chiri de takwaman ahemfo asofo mpemfu na adi na no wobe mbofroma na mpemfu nyina mbabu nyina ye nyina ye beta na echi na ye pianum we koduru aban kasim na so koduru ho a nzepa a owo ho de ihia nso constituent ye benya no oba onhwe yi na enim nke de eye kofi ntu no de bi mama no eye kwame memma no ma ose na ofata ne bia e constituent nkoten dia o de ma wo so wonsa ka bia development o de oba na ihia nyina ye di hu faso bia no ihia nso ye nya
says the performance.
Said from some constituents of Takwa Nsuayem constituency on constituents on the mic. You heard that for yourself. We can see that the people are worried due to the nature or bad nature of the roads in the constituency. Now, the NDC's parliamentary candidate Isa Salifu Taylor, when I had a one-on-one with him, I asked him about some major interventions he would put in place to ensure the lives of his constituents are better, especially with regards to poor road network, when he is given the nod to represent them come December 2024 general elections. And this is what he had to say. A big thanks to you for choosing to stay with us. If you're just tuning in, you are watching Constituency Connect on Pan-African. I don't know if I'm getting the rhythms correct, but
that's correct.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
How is it? How is your constituency?
The constituency is doing well. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and thank you for your team. So far, Takwa, we are fine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Honorable. Now, Honorable, as a first-term parliamentary candidate, quickly, before we begin with the conversation, I'd want you to tell us about yourself and the journey to becoming the parliamentary candidate for the National Democratic Congress in Takwa Nsuayem constituency.
Thank you very much once again. As the name goes, my name is Isa Salifu Taylor, and a parliamentary candidate for Takwa Nsuayem constituency. I was born here. Actually, I'm working here, and as well, I'm a homeboy when it comes to talk about the constituency. So for sure, currently, I've worked in one of the mining companies around for 28 years. I've been a very intrusive miner. I've been in mining fraternity for far too long. And as at now, looking at the way the constituency is deteriorating, some of us, we cannot stay alone for the constituency to go as it is. So we felt it is imprudent and also expedite at this time that we need to come in to save the people of Takwa Nsuayem. That is why I've decided that for this time around, we are not going to allow the constituency to go as it's going. We are coming in to save the people from Takwa Nsuayem. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable. Now, Honorable, why do you think Takwa Nsuayem constituents should give you the nod to represent them come December 2024 general elections?
Thank you. It's an interesting question. And as you look around the constituency, it has always been one-sided, and we have tested the other opponent for far too long. For past 26 years, it has always been MPP, MPP, MPP. And today, the Takwa Nsoyem constituency is crying for a change. And we think that this is the right time for me to come in. So it's the call of God, it's the call of the people. That is why I have come to save the people from going into such difficulties that they are going through as at now.
Well, I know that definitely as a constituency, there are some major challenges that personally, it's so dear to you that you would want to tackle first once you go there to represent them in Parliament. Now, can you tell us about one critical issue that you would attend to if given the nod as the Member of Parliament for the constituency?
Thank you. I mean, as you are here, you can see at our background what is actually happening. If you come to the inner roads of the Takwa Nsoyem constituency, I think it has been abandoned for more than 20 years. The last time we witnessed a coal tie on our road is when apparently my former colleague, I think Jokoto, Honorable Jokoto, when he was coming, that was why JDM managed to tie the inner road. Since then, we have not seen any tied road within the constituency again. And I felt so bad. And I think that it's the right time for the people of Takwa Nsoyem to give us the opportunity, most especially if you look at the inner roads, we should be able to at least attend to the inner roads for them. There are a lot of things which is going on in the constituency, which of course we cannot spell all of them out at this short time. But I think we have a big program whereby we feel that when we roll all this program out, Takwa Nsoyem will embrace us and they will give us the opportunity to at least lead them for the first time.
Honorable, now your constituency, Takwa Nsoyem constituency, boasts immensely in the area of farming and mining. Now, how come this has not harnessed in the transforming of the fortunes of your constituents? Because basically, I mean, when we're coming, we used a lot of routes. Yeah. I mean, so many routes. And I must say, personally, I am unhappy about some of the nature of the roads in the western region, specifically Takwa Nsoyem constituency. What do you think is the cause of this?
It's all about leadership. You know, if you look at all this, it's all about the leadership, the visionary. If we have a visionary leader, I believe all these issues will be tackled with a period of time. We've given the incumbent an opportunity for 8 good years to be able to attend to these problems. We are coming in selflessly to make sure that, of course, some of these issues will tackle it, because Takwa belongs to all of us, but some of us is so dear to our heart. That is why today, if I have to go deep into some of these areas, we have a lot of mining companies around us. So if you have somebody who is not greedy, who is not selfish, who is not prepared to amass wealth, that person should be able to approach these mining companies and then seek for their engagement and then make sure that they come to our aid. Yes, look around, look at the roads. Today, the question is that why do we decide to do this? Because it is important for the inhabitants to be able to have a motorable road. But people feel that it is not important. For Takwa Nsoyem, all that they need is they wait until the 11th hour, they come, and then they probably have to give them items, they vote for them, and they leave. We have built in the constituency, we have married in the constituency, we have our children in the constituency, we have all our property in the constituency. So when the constituency is going bad, we feel it. We think that we are losing a lot. That is why some of us have decided to sacrifice and face all these problems. Yeah, when we talk about farmers, we have a program for farmers, and I believe that every farmer within the constituency will be very much embraced with what we are bringing on board. But for mining, when we come into mining, yes, of course, if you have not actually asked me about illegal mining or the small scale mining, but this is something that, of course, with my background, 28 years in mining, I believe that people during my time are going to mine responsibly and are going to make sure that we don't really get to water bodies to create more problems for the country. Thank you. Well,
Takwa Nsoyem constituency traditionally is NPP dominance or NPP dominated. Honorable, now you are contesting, or your main contender George Mekuduka is also the Deputy Minister for Minerals and Natural Resources, Lands. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yes. Now, if you are asked to assess the performance of the New Patriotic Party and the incumbent member of Parliament, Mekuduka, how would you assess his performance or their performance so far?
Thank you so much, my beautiful lady. You see, sometimes you don't have to speak for others. Sometimes the constituents, when they are given the opportunity, they'll be able to speak for themselves. But personally, as a candidate, if I'm even going to say certain things, you might think it's because I want power. But go down there and see. Look, people are crying. People are crying for change. People are saying that enough is enough. People are really saying that, look, we voted for one-sided for more than 26 years. Today, we want to vote for our own person. We want to vote for our own. I'm a homeboy, to be, if you want to know. I'm a homeboy, and they really have known what we have done. We have been philanthropists in this constituency for the past 50 years. Yes, and this is not what I'm doing for the first time. You probably have come to the constituency to see that I am reshaping the inner roads. If you go to my area, I've been reshaping this road. I've even tied the road sometime back in 2017. So this time they've seen, they are not looking at what incumbent has done. They are looking at the personalities. They are looking at the two people who are supposed to represent us at Parliament. And I think that they have hope and trust in me more than the incumbent. The incumbent has been given an opportunity.
No, and you think you've worked tirelessly to win their love?
Oh yes, I have. You know, it's about goodwill. You know, sometimes it's not about how active you are in the constituency. People have been looking at you for far too long. People have been observing you for far too long. And look, you ask yourself, why am I here today? I am here because Takwa people are crying. Takwa people are highly disappointed. Takwa people feel that there is need for change. That is why I have the confidence in my constituent. I have the confidence in the political divide, being it MPP, being it NDC, CPP, even the floating voters. They are calling us every day. They are approaching us every day. They wanted us to come. Before I came out, there are a lot of consultations that we did behind the scene. And they said, no, this is the time. This is the time for you to come and then take people out of bondage. And it is so critical. Look, you have people who want to always go out there to make sure that they go after people's work. They have to make sure that the fact that you are not with them, they have to make sure that you don't even get any resource to live. And to me, I think that is inhuman. Politics is not about making sure that people lose their business. Politics is about good leadership, being good, a visionary person, so that at least at the end of the day, people around you will be able to welcome you and then vote for you. So Takwan Soyem 2024 is not about MPP, it's not about NDC, it's about the personality and the visionary person that the constituents want to allow him to lead them at Parliament.
Well, Honorable, how are you gearing up and how confident are you of snatching the seats from the incumbent member of Parliament and also for your parliamentary candidate or presidential candidate, sorry?
2020, JDM had 42,000 plus. Our previous PC has 31,000. It's a big gap of 11,000 votes. As I speak to you now, that 11,000 vote, we've gotten it back already. But then to be more precise, I wouldn't like you to allow me to stand on this platform to be able to release my strategies to our opponent. The opponent,
just a little.
Just a little is good, but then it is important. They know. They are already shivering. They know for sure that this time around, we are actually going to take the seat. And we are coming in. We have the support and we have the backing from all the constituency. And we believe that this time around, this seat is going to be ours for the first time in Takwan Soye.
Resource-wise, are you battle ready?
I am more than ready for resource. We are fine. Though we cannot battle with the incumbent because we all know where he gets his resource from.
Where does he get his resource?
Come on. I mean, we have seen community mining. We've seen all this. I mean, people are saying it. I don't have any evidence to prove, but it is proven that, of course, that is where he is actually getting his resource for. But we are well resourced. We are prepared to come into the race, and we are prepared to take the seat for the first time. Irrespective, sometimes it's not about what you have, the will of God is the will of the people is the will of God. And I believe this time around, God is going to take us out of this bondage.
Well, our guest for the show tonight is Honorable Sheikh Issa Salifu Taylor, the parliamentary candidate representing the good people of Takwa and Swayam constituency in the western region of Ghana. Let's go for this quick break. When we're back, we'll be wrapping up. Well, that's it from the NDC's parliamentary candidate for Takwa and Swayam constituency, Honorable Issa Salifu Taylor. We'll bring you the next part of the interview before we wrap up on the show tonight. This is Constituency Connect on Pan-African Television, and our constituency focus tonight is the Takwa and Swayam constituency in the western region of Ghana. Now, let me remind you that the phone number is activated. Wherever you find yourself, I would want you to call and let me know what is happening in your constituency and also constituents of Takwa and Swayam. The phone number is activated. You heard it from your parliamentary candidate representing the opposition National Democratic Congress, Honorable Issa Salifu Taylor. Do you have any question for him? Because he's watching us live, and so send in your questions and I'm going to ask all of these for you, and I'm sure that he will send in his response. He will respond to all of your questions in the course of the show. The phone number is activated. It has been displayed on your television screen. 0302 791 326 0302 791 326. I'll be reading your text messages. 0559 919 802 0559 919 802. Let me know what is happening in your constituency, whether or not you're coming from the Takwa and Swayam constituency. Wherever you find yourself, this is Constituency Connect, and so all constituents watching us live across whatever region or whatever constituency, you have to join the conversation by sending. Do we have a caller? I have my first caller. Hi, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening, madam. Hello. Hello.
What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Yes, I'm calling from Yes, my name is Kweku, calling from Dubai.
All right, please go ahead.
I wish when you are going to Takwa, you pass through Upper Dentra, east and west. Are we? Hello?
Hi, hello.
I'm talking about the road heading to Ayamfe Road.
Sorry. When you call us, kindly speak louder so I could hear you loud and clear. Position yourself well, and also please lower the volume on your television. Don't try to listen to yourself. It gives me feedback and make it difficult for me to hear from you. Do we have another caller? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, my dear sister.
My dear brother, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm calling Livingston Abon Subla, calling from Bongo in the Upper East region.
All right, tell us what is happening in the Upper East region.
Yeah, Upper East region, I can best assure you that we are operating 15 over 15 in Upper East region. This time round, no matter what, Upper East is solid for GM, and GM will go to we'll go to Presidential House, and all the 15 constituencies in the Upper East region, we are taking all the. We have already have 14. The left only Binduri, and Binduri. I'm assuring you that Upper East will take the seat, and then Upper East will make Upper East will make a history. 15 over 15. I'm assuring you, my dear sister, and I wish my candidate, the NDC parliamentary candidate in Takwa a very good luck, and very sure he's winning. Thank you, my dear sister.
Thank you for calling us, and that was a caller from the Upper East region. You can also call us, join the conversation by sending your thoughts, your comment. Do we have another caller? Good evening, and your name?
You can also call us, join the conversation by sending your.
Please, when you call us, kindly lower the volume of your television and so that I can hear you loud and clear. The phone number is activated 0302. Another caller. Hi, good evening. Your name?
Yeah, I'm the Richmond. Donald from Santiago.
Can you speak louder?
Richmond, Santiago.
Okay, maybe I'll Kasa.
I can say Yakupon Yaduma. I feel here. Honorable Sheikh Isa Taylor. Never Manisado. Takwa Yatuabana for one way at it. Because of that, you know, I'm about here and there. I feel Yamiro Manisado. I'm a honorable Sheikh. The Dunquim NDC, Dunquim, or Tapin Sayim. Now, on by pony and I was starting to me. When then Yamay Adumna Soba and put to man of Bobu or Takwa. Honorable Yaminchi Queen Dibaba. Isha Allah. And on us.
Okay, thank you for calling. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. My name is.
What's your name?
My name is Benny.
And where are you calling us from?
Yeah, I'm calling from I am free. Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, please.
I want you to please ask road minister that when is he coming to do our roads for us? Just simple question. Read around people. I want you to ask the road minister, the president, and the people, responsible people, when are they going to complete? I am from complex going to I am free road for our temple.
Lost this caller. This one is posing a question to the road ministry. Well, you can as well call us. Don't forget to let me know where you are calling from, your constituency, and what is happening in your constituency. This is Constituency Connect, and tonight our focus is on the Takwa and Swayam constituency of the western region of Ghana. Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Tell me your name and where you are calling us from.
My name is Prince. I'm calling from Takwa.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Tonight we are grateful to you people for the wonderful work that you are doing for Takwa and Swahili.
Thank you.
Our coming in to Sheikh Isa Taylor, he's such a man who is humble down to earth. He always makes sure that the needy are well treated, and he makes possible that whatever that you have to share among everybody within the community. This is such a person that we like. He's not a man who is ready to destroy anybody's work, whether you are MPP or NDC or CPP. But for our MP that we have here, he don't mind the position that you are. You always make his mind to spoil everybody's work at Takwa Israel, including we, the NDC. Even Sheikh was a person who holds this man's hand to be an MP. But when he became an MP, he was trying to destroy Sheikh's legacy and the same time his job at GMC. But God be so good, trying to destroy his work, they have promoted him to a higher school. So we are calling upon all Takwa people to vote for Sheikh Isa Taylor to bring good things to Takwa here and to change Takwa, how people hear the name of Takwa when they read Takwa. They will see that the place is not well organized. And we know that Sheikh is the person who can turn things around. God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you for calling us. I'm sorry, this might be our last caller. Now let's go back to the Takwa and Swayam constituency and listen to Honorable Isa Salifu Taylor, who is the NDC's parliamentary candidate, the rest of the interview, where he talks about some challenges confronting the good people of Takwa and Swayam constituency and how best he can solve those issues when given the nod to represent them come December 2024 general elections. Thank you. Thank you so much for choosing to stay with us. And you're welcome from that quick commercial break. This is still Constituency Connect on Pan-African Television. My name is Ivy Abnadide Nakite, and we are still in the Takwa Nswayem constituency of the Western region of Ghana. And my guest is Honorable Sheikh Issa Salifu Taylor. Now, behind us is such a beautiful view. Yes, Takwa Station, main station, and the university also just all behind us, and it's such an interesting one. And hey, I hope you're also enjoying that view right back. All right, so Honorable, before we went for the break, before we went for the break, we're talking about your projects as the PC so far. Told us about the construction of some of the roads and what have you. Now, I want us to look at the health sector. Now, if given the nod to represent the Takwa Nswayem constituency, how or what are you going to do to improve the health sector in your constituency?
Yeah, thank you very much, Ivy, and thank you for such a nice background. I wish I could be here all the time. Yeah,
the
Ivy,
breeze
itself
yeah.
is nice. Yeah, thank you so much. Yes, Ivy, as you rightly indicated, when you come to Takwa Nswayem constituency, we are looking at health. And then let me commend the previous government for doing so much in the constituency, because if you come to Takwa Nswayem as we speak, the municipal hospital is one of the edifices that was actually done by JDM, and I would like to say that we have to commend his presidency for that. And I know he's a presidency in waiting, and truly Takwa Nswayem, we thank him so much. When you go to the hospital that we have now, we have the municipal hospital, we have a Pinto hospital, and these two hospitals, when you go there, the only challenge there is the equipment. We really don't have equipment at the place. It's overused, and I believe that when I'm giving the nod, personally, we are going to devote and then also use our common fund to be able to buy. Currently, I learned that I was there the last time myself. It's just a one wheelchair donated by a philanthropist, and I think that it's quite so bad that such an edifice will have such facilities. But for us, we are poised of making sure that first, when we are giving the nod, which we believe is going to happen, we will make sure that, of course, our common fund, we will actually devote our common fund to buy things like the hospital equipment. We're talking about wheelchairs. If you look at the beds are so bad, and I believe that based on that, we are going to improve those facilities, because if you talk about hospital, what makes a hospital accessible? You only have to talk about some of the equipment, some of the things, and I believe when we are giving the nod, we will commit to that, and it's a promise to the constituency that we will devote our common fund to be able to make sure that we uplift, the current status of the hospitals. I mean, I don't want to go deep into some of the areas we have targeted, but when we go, we are also going to make sure that we set up some emergency hospitals or clinics in some of the communities, because we've taught almost all the 251 communities, and we feel that we have a lot to do as people. We have a lot to do as leaders. We have a lot to do as government. And believe me or not, when the next government comes in, these are the areas that we are going to target to be able to give good health for the people. So I think so far that is all that I can say for now, Ivy.
Well, unemployment is a nationwide issue or problem. Now, Honorable, I don't know if because I'm a youth, but when it comes to unemployment, I mostly am focused, or I focus on youth unemployment. Now, how would you tackle this worrying situation of youth unemployment in your constituency when given the nod?
Thank you once again. Unemployment for like you rightly said, yes, it's a national issue, but let's just narrow it down to constituencies. When you come to Takwa Nswayem constituency, I want to assure you that we have a document which we have named Era of Hope and Progress. And such Era of Hope and Progress, we are actually going to make sure that we look at the craftsmanship, those who are actually have hands-on job. If you look at the university people who have actually graduated from university as at now, we have realized that a lot of them are currently not even finding a job. When we come to power, we have looked at some of the security agencies, and we believe that when it comes to immigration, when it comes to police, when it comes to military, when it comes to fire service, these are people that we are currently going to focus on to make sure that we create set an avenue for them, so that at least we can reduce, we cannot eliminate, but we reduce the number of unemployment in the constituency. And we are promised, and we are going to make sure that we stick to our promise and then release the number of the unemployment that we have in our constituency.
Honorable, we are wrapping up, and that's your camera right there. In your local dialect, I would want you to convey a message to your constituents as we head to the polls come December 2024 general elections. Your final words.
Me that's it. I'm the Ivy in the for the entire program, and today now she's telling me to actually come down to the local dialect. Takwa for the mbeda wanase na asida keseno nkoma oyo obibia nananom oye nananom awaha oye imam nom asofofo ye de yen nchia sonko de mohon na ye besre de oye December 7th orebe omde yabo onando ye besa na yabo onando bio oye wana womba oye na wode oye Isa Salifu Taylor sebio yemfruma oshe ekrom ha ye besre hon ye se hon pa de wo mehen akwanya oye 7th December 2024 na yen fambe di oye takwa manenim na hende ye ba ye besum hon ye bete hon ye beba wonando ye sebi empenyesem biara emfa nkyere hon na mom oba no oye youth no oba no oye working class na we come to the working class, they know that sebio ye hen ne eno na ye juma. With my experience in mining for 28 years, I believe the sebio yeni nkofo aye juma, yeni nkofo a network na yabo sebi yabo braso kakra bra yabo no ye believe so there yemfa yem position wode ma hen no yemfa ntenti a obi ani fa hodido yemfa enye nyama bia oye nyama sebi obama constituency no want to ma hen na ye believe so there yabo won chani de wo ma hen akwanya no for the first time over 26 years there one saw hen hwe no one saw hen hwe so we are sure there oba so yan hwe abibia because we are prepared to humbly serve the people and serve them well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable.
Thank you so much.
I'll see you soon. Well, that's it from the NDC's parliamentary candidate representing the good people of Takwa and Swayam, Honorable Isa Salifu Taylor. Now, I'm giving you 5 minutes. 5 minutes. We are wrapping up. Our time is up, and so we have 5 more minutes to go. And so the phone number is activated. If you were calling earlier, please, this is the best time for you to call us so we wrap up on the show. The phone number has been activated, and that's it on your television screen. Meanwhile, I'll be doing some messages from our text messages line. And good evening, my name is Stephen from Takwa Brenua Chim. We have been in this constituency for many years without any development. We've been blindly loyal to the NPP government for over 20 years with no project to boast of. I'm sure the person was trying to say boast of. Now, we have decided to try NDC for the first time and see what they have for us. We trust the Honorable Isa Taylor, the homeboy. Okay, that's coming from Stephen from Takwa Benuachim. We have a caller. Hi, good evening.
Hello.
Hi, I can hear you. What's your name?
My name is Sir John from...
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Hi, I can hear you. What's your name?
My name is Sir John from Takwa New Atwabo.
Sir John, kindly lower the volume of your television, please.
Okay,
thank you. Go ahead.
Sir John, kindly lower the volume of your television.
Okay, I believe Honorable Isa Salifu Taylor is a man with the passion to serve Takwa and Swahili. So we should give him the opportunity to do the good work that has even started. You can even see from the documentary initially that the man has started upgrading some of the rules within the constituency. And I believe this is very laudable. So we should give him the opportunity to serve and serve well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sir John, for calling. You can also call us. The phone number is activated. That's it on your television screen. I'll be doing some messages as well, and so send in your thoughts and let me know where you're calling us from and what's happening in your constituency. Do we have a caller? Good evening. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good evening. I can hear you. Your name and where you're calling us from?
Oh, Prince. Calling from Tapa.
Prince, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
All right, kindly go ahead, Prince.
Oh. Please, the man that we are talking about, Sheikh Issa Taylor, he is such a humble man who is ready to serve, who is ready to do what is possible to have peace with the chief and entire community. He is such a man who is willing to sacrifice whatever that he has to serve the people of Tapa and Swahili. He has been a servant and he is ready to be a servant. He has been a leader and he is ready to be a leader to serve people with humility. He is not a man of violence, but a man of peace. A man that will take Tapa to the promised land. This is the man that we need. So we are appealing to Tapa people. Once again, this goes for Sheikh Issa Taylor. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Prince, for calling. My last two calls, if it's possible. This one says, let's vote for change. Takwa needs you and you are the savior and messiah for Takwa and Swayem. God bless you. Nathaniel KM Metsin. Hi, good evening. Your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, good evening. I'm calling from Takwa.
What's your name?
My name is Stephen.
Stephen.
Calling from Takwa, yes.
Please go ahead.
Okay, Ivy, let me use this opportunity to greet all listeners from Takwa side. I think I live at a place called Diamond City, Takwa side. And then over the past years, that area, that electoral area has never seen any reshaping or grading in that particular area. About 2 weeks ago, we were there and surprisingly we heard Issa Taylor is coming over to shape our road. In fact, we were surprised. We thought it's one of the only for us to see himself leading the machine with a team, grading the entire area, interacting with the people. And to be honest with you, that was the game changer for me. I decided to give him the opportunity because of that particular act. I played with him, how he relates, how he talks. He should maintain it. If power gets into his hands, he shouldn't treat us like how Mrekuduka is doing. He should continue to be humble, that we've all known him to be. And then serve us with the humility that he has promised us. And I think for the first time in over 20 years, we are certainly going to give him the opportunity.
All right. Thank you for calling. Now let me say this on record that we tried as much as possible to get in touch with the Member of Parliament for the Takwa and Swayem constituency, Honorable Mrika.
Truly African.
They say to understand a person, you have to walk a mile in their shoes. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Ghana is the country where my parents were born. I've been to the capital Accra dozens of times, but this visit will be different. I'm about to spend a week living and working in one of the most polluted environments on the planet. Ghana's notorious waste dump, Agbo Bloshi.
I've been told about a rubbish dump that isn't just a rubbish dump. It's something that's new to me. It's an e-dump. So it's predominantly electronic waste. It's computers, it's TVs, rubbish that has value.
Recycling West Africa style.
consumer electronics smashed, sorted, and the valuable metals extracted. This is where technology goes to die.
I'm heading towards a site that 80,000 people call home, and where conditions are so brutal that many people die in their 20s.